Let me set the scene. There's a big company conference. The crew have been up since 6 a.m. The set and stage is ready to go. Every slide has been checked. The videos are in order. The crew are about to be in standby for walk-in, and the presenters will soon be in to be mic'd up. We're almost ready for showtime. And then this happens. A presenter comes in with one of these and says, "There is a new presentation on here and a new video." Are you kidding me? You're doing it wrong. Here's why. Before a big show, everything is checked. So every slide and every video is run through in its entirety so it can be checked. People are checking things on slides like what I would call bounces. So sometimes when a title isn't the same on every slide, you get a horrible bounce. Videos will be checked by the AV team. Everything is checked over so that when the audience walk in and we go into show mode, it's as perfect as it can be. When you turn up as a presenter with a brand new PowerPoint, for instance, presentation, and a new video, this is what happens. All of those slides need to go into what we call the show machine, and they all have to be clicked through one by one to check what they look like on the big screen. If there are any jumps or any issues, we've got to deal with them there and then. None of that can be done when the audience are walking into the auditorium. It all has to be done before that happens. So already, by bringing a memory stick, you're putting the crew under immense pressure. Say all of the slides have been checked and amended and they're now in the show machine. If you've got a video on there as well, that has to be played on the big screen too. And 9 times out of 10, the video that you bring as a presenter that works great on your laptop doesn't work so great on a huge screen, and it has to be re-encoded. That takes time. That then has to be played out again to check that it works, check that everyone's happy. It then has to be numbered and put into the correct order for the show deck. Now, bearing in mind, we already had that sorted, so we have to now renumber every video that comes after your new video. Again, that takes time. That video has to be played out a final time to make sure that everybody's happy with it. Then, you as a presenter need to talk to the producer and the show caller to find out how exactly you are going to introduce that video, because by now we haven't got time to rehearse you. How are you going to introduce the video? Is it on a click? Are you going to say, please play VT? Do you want it to happen seamlessly? We need to have that conversation. We are never going to get the opportunity to practice because you've turned up at the very last minute. The audience are waiting at the doors for walk-in. We are now running out of time. We need to open the doors and get loaded, or we're not going to even start on time. Now, I'm probably not explaining this well enough, but believe me, the pressure that you are putting on not only the crew, but yourself as a presenter is massive. So you have now brought something into play that you have not had an opportunity to rehearse with live. And we're in a situation where we've just got to go with it. Now, because you're in that situation, when you're on stage, 9 times out of 10, you're going to notice that something is wrong. As you click live in front of the audience and something comes up that you didn't want to be there, it's tough. We had no time to run the presentation through with you in a rehearsal, and now we've just got to go with it. And that can really put a presenter off their stride. Why on earth would you choose to experience that in front of a live audience? Never, ever, ever turn up to an event with a memory stick with a new presentation or video just before that event's about to begin. This is what you should do. You should do an onstage rehearsal, because during that onstage rehearsal, you will know instinctively as a presenter what is and isn't working, and you can make tweaks. There's another video about that soon. Tweaks, not significant changes, but tweaks to slides as you're going through your presentation rehearsal. That is what the rehearsal is for. I would make the rule you cannot add a new video to that presentation unless it is sent the evening before the event. Because the evening before the event, the crew are getting the stage, everything technically ready for you as the presenters. Send it the evening before, somebody can pick it up, re-encode it overnight, pop it into the system first thing in the morning. That's fine. It's then ready for you during your rehearsal to check it and to let us know how you're going to be introducing it. But the most important point in this video, you should not have significant changes on the day of your presentation. Your presentation should be finished and fixed days before you present on stage. And then before you present on stage, all you're doing is fine-tuning and rehearsing at home, in the office, wherever you can, before you're on stage rehearsal, which should be more like a dress rehearsal, and then you are fully prepared and ready to deliver your best performance on stage. You're doing it wrong if you turn up to an event an hour before the show starts with one of these. But you're doing it even worse if you send an email an hour before a show starts containing a new PowerPoint and a new video. Because I'm telling you now, as a producer, no one is going to be looking at their emails the hour before an event. And what you don't want to do is turn up and assume that it's been seen, because I can guarantee it won't. And when all that's going on and all of the technical team are working hard to check off all that content and re-encode everything, you as the presenter are saying, how long is this going to take? Is everything going to be ready for the show? Well, you brought the pile of into the room. The crew are working hard to save your ass and to make it good. So if you do happen to do this, my advice to you is to stay quiet while they make it happen. Presenting can be hard enough. It can be stressful enough on presentation day. So don't make it worse by turning up that day with a new presentation and a new video. Don't do it wrong, do it right, please. Thanks for watching that video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, here's a link to some more. Please do subscribe because I'll be uploading videos weekly.